Hey, hey, welcome to Live with Lynn. So if you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, be sure to type replay so I know you were here. I'm Lynn Huber, and I appreciate you being here today. So today we're going to talk about, are success habits right for you? You know, you've probably seen a lot of articles about the habits of highly successful or the wealthiest people, and we've talked a lot about them here in my lives, about how success leaves clues, right? And how I like to watch successful people because I learn about them. But when I'm talking about success habits, I'm not talking about major life overhauls here. It's more about making small tweaks and to your daily routines that could potentially pay off in huge results. So you might have wondered if any or all of these habits would be right for you. I mean, would you achieve success if you followed them? I mean, have you ever thought about that? If I followed them, would I achieve success? So the good news is that the success habits of these people are habits that pretty much anyone can adopt in their own lives to achieve the success that you want. Doesn't matter. I mean, all of us. I mean, after all, many of those highly successful people started out from places similar to where we are, where you are. I mean, some of them, Oprah came from nothing. She came from dirt poor, horrible abuse in her family. I mean, so some of them started off in places even worse than where we are, right? So they just took action to change their lives and change their minds and change the way they think, because that's really what it is. It's all about what you think and what you believe you can accomplish, right? But if you're completely happy with every aspect of your personal and professional life, then you probably don't want to make any changes. But I bet if you looked at yourself really closely, you'd find that there's probably something you want to improve. So I have some questions for you that you could ask yourself. Be totally honest with yourself in these answers. It's just for you. You don't have to share the answers with anyone else. But is your life fulfilling? Do you feel happy and contented? Do you live comfortably enough and have enough money to save for retirement and for when an unexpected emergency comes by? Are you really happy in your job or your business, or is there something else that you really want to do to earn your living? Where do you see yourself in 5 years, in 10 years, or maybe even 20 years? You know, is that where you want to be? If you answered no to any of these questions, then you're probably ready to change your mind in your life by developing some of these success habits. You know, by deciding to take the initiative and developing new habits dedicated to success and change, that's how you're going to be able to create the life and the future that you want. So let's talk about some of the success habits that you could develop. There's lots of them. I only have a couple here, but these are just little habits that don't take a lot of time, but they can make a big difference in your life over time. So the first one is prioritization. Prioritization. Knowing what tasks are important and doing those first. Keeping lists can help you prioritize, right? Goal setting. Identifying goals and knowing what to achieve, what you have to do to achieve them. That's so important. If you don't know what you're going after, how are you ever going to know if you're going to get there, right? Waking up early. So getting up even half an hour earlier every day can help you create a more effective routine and a start to your day. And you know, I'm not an early morning riser. I actually stay up really late and I sleep late in the morning. And I'm not really talking, when I talk about getting up early, I'm not necessarily talking about getting up really early in the morning, although that is a good thing. That is. But it's more about waking up earlier so that you can get some more done. Like many of the most successful people get up 2 to 3 hours before they start work. So if you don't start work until noon, you could still get up at 9 or 10, right? I mean, so of course, obviously the early bird gets the worm. I'm not saying that you shouldn't, that it's not a good idea to get up at 6 or 5 in the morning. Absolutely it is. But, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what it has to be. Just get up earlier than when you need to be at work, so you have time for personal development, so you have time to do all the things that you need to do before you go off to work or you get busy on your desk or wherever, okay, if you're working at home. Visualization. Being able to visualize what you want and what your life is going to look like when you achieve it is a really powerful habit for developing success. Exercise and diet. Eating healthy and developing an exercise regime is another key habit for success because the mind and the body are interconnected. Self-knowledge. Knowing yourself really well is an essential habit for success. Understanding your strengths and weaknesses is important too. I saw a video of a guy named Eric Thomas. He's a hip hop preacher, and he said, "Ask the real you to stand up." I actually thought that was cute, and it's appropriate for sure. Ask the real you to stand up. You know, by knowing yourself, you can identify the future that you really want to create. Hi, Chris. Good afternoon. I hope you're good. Networking. Many people who are successful in the area that you want to develop success can help you gain knowledge and tips and insight. And if you have your own business, like my Avon business or some other direct sales or network marketing business, networking is critical to your success. But along the way, you'll also create friendships, partnerships, and you're going to surround yourself with positive role models. Always be learning. Committing to the habit of a life of continuous learning is one of the most empowering success habits you can adopt. Read good books, listen to podcasts or audiobooks, pay attention to the things that are happening around you, learn from other people. Everybody has something to teach you. It doesn't matter who they are, because everybody has different life experience. Watching what they do, even walking in nature, you can learn. There's so many ways to learn. The next one, take responsibility for the outcome. One of the key characteristics of all successful people is that they take responsibility for their lives. You never want to be a victim, or you never want to play that victim role. If something doesn't work out, don't blame anybody else or anything else for it. Learn the lesson and move on. If it didn't work out the way you wanted or you expected, then think to yourself, spend your energy thinking, how can I make this work? Or what can I learn from this? Don't live in the past or make excuses about why you aren't where you feel you should be. We're not victims. We are victors, and we are going to be successful, right? Hi, Mary. Good to see you. So success habits are not exclusive to the rich and famous. They're valuable habits that you can enrich your life regardless of who you are. It doesn't matter your age, your gender, your ethnicity. It's a process. The key is to work on getting better every day. As long as you're working on it and growing, you're moving in the right direction. If you want a happy and fulfilling personal and professional life, then you need to start cultivating these habits. It's so worth it to help you be able to have the success that you're looking for and have that healthier, happier life. So, hey, now I'd love to hear from you. Do you work on these types of success habits? What kinds of success habits have you incorporated into your life? What have you learned from doing so? Please get down in the comments and share with us. I would love to hear your thoughts, and I'd love to hear your stories. And I want to thank, hi, Rochelle. I want to thank Chris and Mary and Rochelle for being live with me today, and anyone else who might be live, but I just didn't see their comment, or anyone who watches the replay. I appreciate you. So go out there, have an amazing day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.